Hey everyone! Let's take a look at the very first page of the Bible, the very first book of the Bible, the book of Genesis, chapter 1, and see how God created the world. We'll continue next time with chapter 2, so let's get started. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form or structure, and darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse made between the waters." And so God made the expanse, and separated the waters which were under the expanse from the waters which were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven. There was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the water under the heaven be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the gathering of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit according to their kinds on the earth." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the heavens, and the livestock and all the earth, and everything that moves on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. Then God blessed them. God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, and over everything that moves on the earth." God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. There was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. Then God said, "Let us make the stars also, and divide the day and the night, the feast of the heavens, and let them divide the day and the night. And let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years, and for everything that the earth is to produce, and for everything that is to happen on the earth, and for the times of the nations, and for the kingship of the nations." And God made the stars, the host of heaven. For he separated the light from the darkness. He made the stars, the host of heaven, and everything that moves and turns in the firmament of heaven. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the seventh day. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and everything that was in them. And God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. And God blessed the seventh day, and hallowed it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which he had done in creation. He made the stars, the host of heaven, and everything that moves and turns in the firmament of heaven. And God saw that it was good. There was evening, and there was morning, the seventh day. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and everything that was in them. And God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done in creation. And God blessed the seventh day and hallowed it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which he had done. This is the account of the creation of man. This is what we read in Genesis, chapters 1 and 2 in the Bible. You can find this account in most translations. It's called the priestly account. It gives a detailed, almost scientific description of how God created the world, starting with the creation of light and ending with the creation of man. I'm going to break down this passage in 3 different sections. First, the creation of the world in 6 days. Second, God's creation of man. Third, the Sabbath. The reason why God rested. First, the creation of the world in 6 days. In this section, we learn that before God created the world, it was formless and empty, like a huge dark room without any furniture or decorations. But when God spoke, things began to happen. At his command, light came into existence, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day and the darkness night, and so the first day was completed. On the second day, God created an expanse and separated the waters above from the waters below. And on the third day, God gathered the waters in one place, and the dry land appeared. God called the dry land earth, and the gathering of the waters he called seas. On the fourth day, God made the sun, the moon, and the stars, to divide the day from the night and to mark seasons, years, and days. And on the fifth day, God created living creatures such as fish and birds. And on the sixth day, God created every kind of wild animal and domesticated animals, and finally man. That's the order of creation, according to Genesis chapter 1. Some people try to interpret this passage literally and say that the world was created in 24 hours exactly as stated in the text. However, other Christians believe that this passage should not be interpreted literally, since science tells us that the earth took millions of years to form. What matters most is that this account shows that God is the creator and not some blind chance or impersonal force. Also, it shows that the world has a purpose and meaning, because it was created by a personal God who has a plan for it. In the image of God he created them, male and female he created them. And then he gave them dominion over all the earth and everything in it. He told them to be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the heavens, and everything that moves on the earth, and everything that moves on the earth. And then he looked at everything he had made and saw that it was very good. This means that man was God's masterpiece, the crown of creation, the one who could understand and worship him, the one who could explore and enjoy the world, the one who could shape and use everything for his benefit. Man was created with a special status and responsibility. He was created to represent God on earth, to care for God's creation, and to live in harmony with God and with everything else. Man was created with a free will, meaning that he could choose to obey God or disobey God, and depending on his choice, he would face the consequences. Third, the Sabbath. The reason why God rested after God finished creating the world, he rested on the seventh day, and he blessed it, and called it holy, or set it apart as sacred. This is the origin of the Sabbath, the Jewish and Christian day of rest. It reminds us that God is the creator, and we are his creatures. He owns the world, and we only own it temporarily. He deserves our praise, and we must honor him. He loves us and wants us to enjoy ourselves, but not by working hard to possess more and more stuff, but by resting in him and appreciating what we have. He loved us and wants us to enjoy ourselves, but not by working hard to possess more and more stuff, but by resting in him and appreciating what we have. The Sabbath is a gift from God. It's a time to recharge our spiritual batteries. Remember that we are loved by God. It's also a time to help others rest too. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications about new videos. Also, share your comments and questions below. I'll see you next time when we continue this series on the very first pages of the Bible. Until then, may the peace of God be with you.